You still feeling like shit?
Yeah, it got worse.
Trust
I
me,
guess I
man.
don't know what I expected. I was driving in the car with my brother for 7 hours. Yeah, he's sick, so I'm gonna get sick, right?
Yeah, that's to be expected. Hey, nothing but
Is that a
a
beer?
beer can't handle though. What is that?
It's ginger beer,
Oh, ginger beer.
non-alcoholic.
It looks like a
Yeah, it's
Corona.
non-alcoholic.
It's a fucking Malta.
Well, you know how they say like ginger ale is good for sick people? Well, I'm drinking ginger beer.
Yeah, if they say it works,
I don't know
Well, it
if
you
certainly
might
ginger
not
makes
have
me
beer
enough
feel
works.
better.
sugar though to help you.
Sugar?
Yeah, because
No,
they were like,
no.
"Oh, grab a ginger ale," but like, bitch, that's like nothing but like syrup water, carbonated syrup water.
Man, you might as well just drink, fucking corn syrup straight out of the bottle.
Yeah,
Hey, I can't even say shit because I had a ton of ginger ale as I was throwing up. Made it better.
Right? Right? It makes you feel it like settles the stomach. The
It
ginger
does.
helps a little bit, right?
but get the real stuff though. Get the real stuff and mix it
Like,
and put it in the.
oh
Mm.
man, yeah, you should just get some ginger root and just chew on that, you know?
No, it's really strong,
That's
but
fucking gross. Fucking gross.
get it with some
You ever
milk,
get like
honey.
you ever get the pickled ginger from the sushi places?
No,
No.
that sounds, man. I've had these in the corner stores. They sell these ginger energy drinks, and it actually has a whole
Oh.
ginger root in it.
Hmm.
You
And
talking about like the ginseng shit?
Yeah. Oh, it might actually. It is ginseng. Yeah, it's not ginger, right? It's ginseng. Whatever. I won't talk about it now. Thank you for correcting me. All right.
What do you get when you take three crazy and opinionated real guys, real friends, butting heads over different issues? A night at a gay bathhouse, you say? Close. This is the Almost Tomorrow Show. From world events to crazy shit on the internet, and definitely reacting to Karens.
Could I speak to the manager, please?
It's loud and in your face, but we have fun. Welcome to the Almost Tomorrow Show. And here are your hosts, Jamie Flores, Mo Wadan, and Nathan Collins.
Yeah, we're recording. All right. So let's start the show.
All right, everybody. Welcome to our show today.
No, not you. You got very not
Yeah, shitty
good audio
audio
quality.
quality.
So gonna use his
Nate's a
ass
little
as a-
sick today, and so he's hanging out at home to keep the guys safe. We're responsibly socially distancing today, but
Yeah, we are.
we're still committed to giving you the highest quality of social commentary and humor on this show.
And there goes Nate in his PSA for the rest of the show.
Right.
Welcome to another episode of the Almost Tomorrow Show. Sitting with the guys, Mo, Nate, Jamie here.
Blah blah blah.
Block it there.
Placate, placate, placate.
First show of the new year. First show of the new year.
Yeah, first show.
Second.
Yeah, it's our technically our second show of the new year.
First show we're filming of the new year.
For,
Oh,
yeah,
well, thanks for ruining that.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks.
no.
Nobody knew that because it would have went out today. No
It's not
problem.
a secret, is it?
It was. I mean, nobody knew until you
We
let
did-
the cat out of the
We
bag.
did
with
a
your
New
cat
Year's
smear
show
shirt.
pretending
Well,
it was
if
New
you,
Year's already. So last week.
You see, guys, I just really like to, make extra work for Jamie when he's in the back, editing these videos,
Right.
editing our audio.
Everything.
Like now he's got to figure out whether or not if he wants to cut that whole thing.
How are you feeling, actually?
Guys, I tell you, like they say, don't travel during the holidays. You're likely to get sick, and I was just like, you know what? It's just me, just a couple of my family. Keeping it real small, just five of us. And I still got sick. What
Yeah.
the hell? Now, it's not with COVID, luckily, but we had to do a whole rapid test sequence of myself, my brother, who got me sick, and we did all this like the day I was supposed to drive back. And I was like really pissed off because it was throwing my travel plans out of whack. Because I'd have to quarantine if I was sick.
Yeah,
with
for
COVID.
5 days.
Yeah. So luckily I don't have COVID, but I probably caught either a really bad cold or the flu or something.
Yeah, tis
Feeling
the
really shitty
season,
right
man.
now.
Tis the season. This is it.
Tis the season.
I just got done with that shit, man. Like, COVID sucked. My entire vacation, literally nothing but being sick, throwing up. You know, it was horrible. Me and my wife, but the kids didn't get sick. That was the good part of it. But yeah, it sucked.
Now, did you just live in your garage the entire time? How'd your family not get sick?
Dude, I was in the house. It was crazy, man, because I knew my wife was gonna get sick, man. My wife knew she wasn't feeling that hot like the next day.
Damn.
Like, she knew, like, she got something, and then fucking dude, by Tuesday she was dead.
Is it?
Damn.
Like, Tuesday
She was dead?
We're
We're talking about COVID here. You start bringing up, she got COVID.
She was
We
dead.
were
Like, dude, she slept all day.
Man.
Like, all day.
Yeah, I was like, dude, your wife died and you're doing the show?
Right.
Fuck.
Yep.
No,
That's dedication. What did you guys end up doing for, your holidays and New Year's? Did you travel or just kick it with family? Jamie, I know you were sick,
I
right?
was COVID hanging with the family. We just virtually did Christmas. I was okay with that. I know my family wasn't, but I was okay with it. I didn't have to go nowhere and pack things up.
You didn't have to deal with anything, pack up the children or anything like that.
I had to do
It's the way to do it.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. You know, just staying low key. I didn't have. This is the first time in forever where I didn't go to anybody's house for the holiday or anything. But I did go out for New Year's Eve. I just went to dinner with my brother and his wife. It was a date night, with our wives. But that's about it.
You know what we did? I laid on my couch with my wife.
See, that seems awesome to me.
It was
Well,
awesome.
you guys were, doing low key things. I went snow tubing, this past week in between Christmas and New Year's, and man, it was a lot of fun. We went into the mountains. There's like this old ski resort, and they had like these, chutes down the mountainside that you would, basically, put your tube in and launch yourself down. And it was great. There were a couple of things that were like really obnoxious though. And they in order to make sure that you were paying your fair share, and not just kind of cheating and standing in line and getting free rides, they had a moving walkway that goes up the side of the mountain. And, they had this little scanner that would scan a ticket that you got. And as long as you were able to go on the ride, then the ticket would scan you and let you through the door. And then afterwards, it would block you. But, the attendants were being assholes. And this stupid moving walkway went up the side of the mountain at about a mile an hour. And so you couldn't walk on it. You had to just stand in place, and it would take you 10, 15 minutes to get back up to the top. Horrible. So, and if you tried to walk, they would kick you off and try to make you go back to the back of the line. So, we can't have that. And my family is a little impatient. And so we were playing red light, green light up this moving walkway up the side of the mountain the entire time. As soon as the attendant would look away to like scan in the next person, we would be sprinting up the fucking walkway. And then they would look back just to make sure nobody was breaking the rules, and we would have to like freeze in place real quick, try not to hit anybody.
It's too funny. But if you notice, Nate has an adventurous life. He's always
recently.
Hey, he's constantly doing something. Like,
Nate
I'm envious.
don't do shit. Nate don't do shit. Like, Nate,
shoot.
He went on 2 trips.
3 trips. He went to whitewater rafting.
Oh
Yeah.
That's true. 3 trips.
Okay, 3 trips.
Whitewater rafting. What else was it?
The cruise.
The cruise.
And then Virginia.
Right.
But
And
look,
Virginia,
I've
yeah.
known Nate for 5 years. This is the first time he's really done this.
Shit, more power to him. He's doing it where everybody else is not.
Yeah, because he looks for the deals.
Well,
Like,
actually,
everybody got COVID. I'm
guys,
gonna go now.
I'm getting dragged kicking and screaming on these trips. I didn't want to go on any of them. You know, like, so my mom and dad, you know, they're like, hey, you want to go on these trips? You know, how about you make the trip down to Virginia for, you know, Christmas this year? I'm like, I don't know, Dad. I don't really want to go. Well, you know, blah, blah, blah. You got to come, family. I'm like, oh, God damn it. I'll pay for your hotel room, blah, blah, blah. All right,
Oh
fine.
shit! Yeah, fuck
Damn
yeah.
I'll go. Jesus, quit twisting my arm here.
You got a room at the Red Roof Inn?
I would be very happy with just doing nothing ever. But you know, here we are, and now I'm getting possibly dragged on a trip next year to Las Vegas. Who knows?
Yeah, this year.
Oh shit!
This
Yeah, that's
year.
right. It is
Yeah.
this year.
And yep, you are going to
about
Vegas
8 months.
in August. It's got to be the early August. So we'll make that happen early August.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will have some crazy stories to tell.
We just gotta
Yeah.
We gotta get the deals.
yeah, we gotta
Deals.
we like to buy shit early.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how you
way
get the deals,
early.
man.
Yeah. Pretty dope, man. I don't know how the whole Corona shit is gonna go down, but
I don't know.
because
Flying
I
on
went
those
to
airplanes is
Vegas
dodgy.
pre-COVID, so
Yeah. So did I. I got married there. It
You
was
got married in
awesome.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Are you still married to that person?
Yes, I am. That was the only way.
was it an alt?
I told my wife that was the only way I was gonna get married because my wife, like I was like, I don't care about marriage, you know. I'm like, to me, it's
Oh,
a waste
God.
of money. I'm like, the number one cause of divorce is usually money.
Yep.
So why would you start your marriage financing a huge wedding for everybody to celebrate you and everything? So I told my wife, I said,
Man.
look, I don't care about marriage, but if you want to get married, I'll go to Vegas and get married, do it on the low. And my wife was like, okay, we can do that. I want to get married where Britney Spears got married and da-da-da, all this stuff. I said, okay, whatever, let's do it. So we went.
So, how much did you end up spending on the wedding, like the actual ceremony and everything, if you don't mind me asking?
About $400.
Holy
That is fucking
shit!
good in Vegas.
Yeah, in Vegas. Oh, and it came with the photographer and it came with the limo and
For $400?
yes.
Damn.
Damn.
But that was also like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago.
Well, even so,
But it
you
came
know,
with a
maybe
whole
like
bunch of stuff.
450, 500 now, but that's cheap
Yeah,
for a wedding.
That's including the tips because it was actually cheaper. But everything
Wow.
over there is like, okay, this includes a
Gratuity,
photographer. Yep, but you got to give a tip. Oh, for the pastor or whoever like reads it, you got to tip them and tip that and all this shit.
Man, my brother just set a date for his wedding. It's gonna be October 16th this year, and they are doing a themed wedding. I cringe every time I say it, but he's doing a Dungeons and Dragons themed wedding.
Damn.
No joke.
That's funny.
They have booked a venue. The venue is like a castle, and the venue itself is like $6,000 to book.
Wow.
And they are all dressing up in armor, like the groomsmen and everything. They're gonna rent instead of tuxedos, they're renting like suits of armor and shit to wear, and they're gonna have like medieval themed
But that's awesome.
food and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That sounds
but-
awesome.
Talk about expensive.
Yes. But if you have, I guess if you have it, because why would you do that? Like, is your brother rich?
They don't have it. No, no.
He said absolutely not.
He's still in college.
Yeah, that's weird.
He's
it's
in
weird that
college.
you would do that, but whatever, I wouldn't.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like making me cringe when I see the price tag on some of these things that they're talking. They're so excited, and God bless them. I don't want to, take away from that excitement, but it's just like reality is gonna slap you in the face with its dick real quick
Yeah.
after that.
Damn.
You know,
I don't even. Fuck.
it's like holy shit.
I think
I don't know. How,
we spent like $2,000 on our whole wedding. But we had a really
And that's
nice
a cheap
reception.
wedding.
Yeah, like we had a really nice. We got married outside at Lakewood Park. You know, like
Yeah.
because we're not religious, so we didn't do the church thing. And we were gonna go downtown, but we're like, you know, we do want some family there. Like I know my mom would not wanna.
Well, when you get married in Vegas, you can't just walk in and get married.
Oh no, you have to go through the magistrate.
Yeah, you actually still have to go downtown
And register.
and
Really?
register and get your marriage license, and then it gets finalized when you actually go to those marriage
Wow.
chapels and stuff like that.
Yeah, they sign off on it.
Yeah, so it's nothing like what you see on TV. Is like, oh my god, I got drunk and I got married.
No, you gotta
It's
go
not like that.
downtown. Yeah.
I remember walking in and we're like, yep, we want to get married. They're like, okay, well, you got to go downtown. You got to make this one. I'm like, oh, shit, damn. What? Okay.
Yeah, you have to have your social, your birth certificate with you.
Yep.
And
Wow.
Yeah,
So
all
no
kind of shit.
shotgun weddings.
dude, me and my wife were looking at when we were in Vegas. We were thinking about getting married, and then we saw like you had to register and go downtown.
Yeah.
We didn't have that shit with us, so we were like, you know what? We'll just get married back at home.
But now that you are married, you can actually go and get remarried over
In
there.
Vegas?
Like, yeah. So that's another one of their like money streams is like, even if you're married, you can renew your marriages over there or have, you know, a ceremony.
What
You
do you
just
guys think
walk in.
about renewing your vows? Are you like a fan of that, renewing vows, or is that just like, you know,
I mean,
A waste
maybe
of money.
like 10 years. I mean, to do it like crazy, I think it's a waste of money.
I'm
But-
going to do that.
oh man.
I don't
But
know.
I want to do. I was thinking about doing that shit, like, you know, after like 10, 15 years, something like that.
I know a guy that does it like every 2 years.
No.
No, that's
'Cause
just
he-
that defeats the purpose.
Well, he and his wife just do not have a good relationship, but they will not get divorced. So like, you know, when it gets bad enough, they basically like to save the marriage. They say, "Oh man, yeah, let's just renew our vows," you know, or if you really love me, we have to renew our vows now. Otherwise, I'm going to leave you, you know. It's kind of ridiculous,
Yeah, that's
but
kind of overdoing
So-
it.
That's just like
Yeah.
restarting the clock, you know. It's like, oh, it's a brand new marriage.
it was funny because when they
But they're not
first did it,
changing
you know, they
themselves.
made a big thing of it. People showed up, you know, to the renewal. It was, you know, a touching moment. But then they kept doing it, and less people show up every time.
Yeah. I
They
would
doing it
imagine.
for themselves now. It's just gonna be them and the pastor. That's it.
I don't even. Yeah, really. I mean, geez, you know.
Yeah, that's how I felt with my wedding. It's like I don't want to make a wedding for everybody else. Like I
It
don't
was
care.
for you guys.
Yeah, it was for us. That's why I was like, we're going to Vegas, but hey, if you want to come, you can come. It's totally up to you. I don't care if you do or you do not. But you know, it's like, but if you want to, you could. I mean, nobody came, and I wasn't hurt because of it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, they didn't show up. No, I was like, because in reality, that was my vacation, that was my wedding, and my honeymoon,
Yeah.
all in one.
Oh,
You know, boom. So if you was gonna come, you were gonna come there for one day, and you was gonna go do your own thing. We weren't.
That's
uh,
the way to do it.
That's why I'm glad when me and my wife went. We just went for us. Like
yeah.
it was our like first vacation together.
Vegas.
It was so fun, man. Like
Vegas
can't,
was
oh.
awesome.
We went
Have
to the desert and shit. It was riding fucking razors and shit in the desert, just gunning. Dude, it was so fucking fun. I fed a wild chipmunk with my hand and shit. Some fucking
You fed a chipmunk?
Dude, wild as fuck, man. He came out like, I guess, like the little animals and shit know the trail people that come through there all the time. They know like, hey, they're gonna have snacks. You know, so like they'll come out and shit, and like everybody was like, "Oh, he's the big fucking dude," and I'm over there feeding this chipmunk and shit out of my hand, like it came up and ate and shit. It was pretty fucking cool.
animals.
Oh no, they didn't give a fuck. They were like, "He knows we got snacks." Like they're the one that told us.
Yeah, that's funny. What I like about Vegas is you always pictured like there's gonna be like prostitutes everywhere and
It's
Yeah.
not
all
like
this
that.
shit, but it is postcards everywhere. People on the side of the streets flicking posters and stuff like that for you to go to a strip club. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, there were a lot of showgirls that wanted to take pictures.
Oh yeah,
Like,
everybody
"Oh,
wants to
yeah,
take pictures.
let's take pictures or something like,
but not for free.
Yeah,
They'll have costumes like, oh, You gotta
Yeah,
you gotta pay me.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm
Cool.
Like, no
I'm
thanks.
okay.
Yeah, they get.
I don't need that. I got the internet.
Or you can hit me in my balls for $20. You know, kick me in my balls as hard as you can for $20.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I'm like, I'm cool. Like, I want to watch you get kicked, though. So, like,
Can I be a bystander?
can somebody pay this guy $20 so I can watch this?
Let's all chip in, like a couple bucks and kick him in the nuts. Which one of you guys can kick the hardest?
I would probably say me because I was actually a kicker. In high school. I was a fat
All right,
kicker.
I
cool.
don't know, man. We're gonna have to test
Are you
that
allowed to
theory.
wear steel-toe shoes, you think?
No, you don't need steel-toed shoes.
Yeah, but if I'm kicking a guy in the nuts and paying $20 for it, you better
Oh,
believe I'm
yeah,
gonna wear
that's
steel-toed
a good
shoes.
You're
story.
trying to explode testicles, man.
I don't
Like,
think you need
I
that.
want to make sure this guy never works again. I am the last man to kick him in the nuts.
that's what you're trying to take away a man's livelihood. If his
Yeah.
livelihood was getting kicked in the nuts.
Hey, so you know when
Absolutely.
you're laying down in bed, and sometimes if you're at a certain angle, your nuts, your balls, get tucked inside you,
No.
right?
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
big
okay.
balls. And
No,
then
I got big balls too. Okay,
They
so
go up. Like,
Yeah,
they go
They go up.
over
yeah.
my legs.
no, they don't
If
go.
it's, like, really
they don't go
cold-
like like
Oh,
they don't
what?
disappear.
No.
You got weird little pancake nuts on your legs?
No, not pancakes. Like,
No,
they-
I'm
my
telling you,
balls,
they do because I
they're
didn't
so
know this.
big that they just pop up because my thighs are thick. I got thick
One
ass
day-
thighs.
One day I was laying in bed. I got
Uh-huh.
my wife there, I'm just chilling there, and she's playing with him, and then she goes, "Hey, where's your other nut?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? It's right there, So I go and I grab, and I'm like, oh shit. And I freak the fuck out because I'm like, oh shit, I only got one ball. Where the fuck is my other one? So I fucking stand up. I'm like, I
Yeah.
stand up, and then all of a sudden, boop, it's there. I'm like, oh no, it's right here. I'm
was
like, I got it.
trapped
We're
under
all good.
Your thigh fat.
No, it goes like. It goes, I'm telling you, I swear this is a normal thing because I had to fucking Google it because I was like, what the fuck just happened there, So I held both my balls, right? And I laid back down and I slowly released them. And there's like a crevice. There's a crevice inside. There's a crevice inside where your balls just disappear. And I did that and it slipped out of my hand and it went inside that crevice and I couldn't get it out again unless I stood up. I'm fucking being dead ass right now, okay?
What?
This is a real thing. So, where I was going with this is, are these guys tucking their balls in their crevice and they get kicked in there? So you're really not kicking their nuts?
Well, how do they do it on purpose?
I don't know. Maybe they got little nuts, right? So
Shoving them in the crevice.
I'm telling you, there's lay down in bed, right, and play with your balls
Ew.
today. This is homework. For you.
Yeah. This is homework. This is not medical advice, though, right?
It's not medical advice. And play with your balls and see if you can hide your balls inside you. Okay.
I mean, yeah. So you have, guys have, it's called the Inguinal Canal. I just looked this up.
Did you just
And,
look it up? Really?
I literally just looked it up. Yeah. So when it gets really cold, or to protect your testicles against, vigorous motion, they will retract into the inguinal canal, which is, hidden within your pelvis, and protects them. So who knows?
There we
maybe
go. You
one
see?
Of your balls
gotta
disappear.
try
There
to
you go.
make
We
my
have an
ass-
answer.
You got it in the canal. I thought your vagina was.
No, it was the weirdest thing.
It
Like,
just got sucked up by the vag. Yeah.
and I was laying down at a weird angle, and they actually just slipped in the canal.
Jeez, your balls are weird.
The funny thing is that his wife was playing with his balls, and she was like, "You only have one ball."
And I was like, "Wait, what?"
It's like,
I
is that
swear,
a problem?
I did freak the fuck out. I freaked the fuck out because I'm laying there.
Where
And I was
would
trying
it
to-
go?
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh man, I'll never forget that because and my wife was cracking up because she seen the fear. She seen the fear. Like I was scared. I was
Your
like,
eyes just widen.
because
my
your
bogo.
face pales.
that's you got to understand the fear because I'm like, what the fuck did my balls just disintegrate? Like, what the fuck happened?
All right. Would you rather lose your, a testicle or some fingers?
Testicle. I'm
Yeah,
vasectomized, so
I'm not, but I don't even know what the fuck they do now. You know.
All right, how about this? Would you rather cut off your own testicle or your own finger?
my own finger.
Uh,
I'll chop off a pinky. I wouldn't chop off my own ball.
Yeah, there's for what though? Like you got to give me a good reason.
It's
I need
got
a valid-
gotta be that I got mauled or some shit, and I had
I need
to.
a like
Like it
valid-
had to be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
an automatic. It was dangling off.
like I got
Alright, so,
frostbite
like-
on my balls and my finger. Which one am I gonna cut off?
all right, so I don't know. Maybe you're like trapped outside. You slammed your car door, and your nut got caught in it.
And
You know?
my finger and my nut.
Your finger and your nut. Now, like for some reason, you can open the door, but like you have to cut off one before you can open it.
Oh man, I'm gonna.
And you're trapped outside in the middle of nowhere. Phone's in the
If
car.
you can
It's
save
always
your
gonna be the
nut,
finger.
yeah. If you can save your balls, you know?
So it's gonna be the
Yeah,
finger.
I'll get rid of my pinky. I don't need it.
I'll
It's
chew my
okay.
finger off.
Oh man,
I won't chew my balls off.
No, I would want to give up my nut, but I think I'd have to cut the finger.
Dude,
Yeah,
man.
because they got really good prosthetic fingers and
Yeah.
hands and stuff like
Hey,
that.
you can get a 3D model. You
But
can
I don't
3D
know about
print
the
one.
nuts,
Yeah.
you know.
Or you could just it's a bracelet and you can like curl your hand and shit.
And it curls your pinky with it.
Yep. And you close your fist, it closes the pinky.
There you go.
And it's only a finger.
So, you guys ever see that movie? I can't remember what it was called, but the guy got his arm trapped in like a rock slide or something, and he had to like.
Oh yeah.
Chew his arm.
Cut it
rock
off,
climber.
yeah.
What's his name? Played the Franco.
28
James
days.
Franco.
28 days or something.
James Franco, right?
James
I
Franco.
think so, yeah. Where it was like you turned into a zombie or something.
No zombie. He was playing the part.
Oh
but
no,
it
no,
was
you're
based
talking
on-
about the rock climber dude.
Yeah.
yeah. He had
Yeah.
to cut his fucking arm off.
He ate his own arm off, and he survived.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he ate it, but
I don't think he
he
ate it.
bit
I
it.
think
I think I would have
Maybe
just
I'm just
died.
hungry.
I'm really thinking about chicken. and
Well,
shit.
it is getting later, it's almost lunchtime. But yeah, man, I think I would have died. I would not have been able to cut my arm off.
I don't know. If it was life or death, man, you best believe you cut your arm off.
Fuck, I don't know.
You're not just gonna
I
sit
probably
there
would
and
just
die.
shit. I'd probably die. To be real with you guys, but I mean, I would let somebody cut my arm off though.
So you wouldn't do it yourself?
I couldn't do it myself.
You
I don't think
couldn't?
I would have the
Shit.
stomach for it.
I don't think you
But-
have a choice, right? Because it's if
Well,
you
you
don't,
do have a
you
choice:
die.
die or cut your arm.
You'd just rather die. Like,
Yeah,
that's-
you would always choose life.
Yeah, I would. You at that point, man, you're gonna cut that shit off.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you're-
know what? That reminds me of the documentary. He made a few of them. Saw. You ever seen the Saw documentaries?
Saw the Saw
Where
documentaries.
they put you in that predicament
They put you in that predicament. Oh,
to see how you react to it.
I don't
Would you
think
I've
chop
so.
your
seen
leg
bro.
off
similar.
to survive?
Oh man,
I would like to play
I've
a
seen
game.
some of those
Oh, that's
reality
it.
shows where they like confront your cheating or something like that. Like
Cheaters?
they track you down with cameras and shit.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they, like,
cheaters?
confront
Yeah.
cheaters. Yeah, that's the one. Oh my. Would you guys ever go on a reality show? Like if somebody approached you and is like,
Fuck
hey,
yeah, I'll go on Survivor.
No. The Bachelorette.
The Bachelor.
My name
Do they get married? Do
Or
they
the-
get married?
My
Or
name is
whatever.
Christina,
What
and
happens
I'm-
at the end of those shows?
They never get married.
They never get married.
They never get married.
What about
Jersey Shore.
a fucking Jersey Shore? Oh,
Oh, geez,
my
talk
wife,
about
look,
cancer.
my wife got me into Jersey Shore. Oh, speaking of Jersey Shore,
just
we were
in the background?
we were in the background of an episode.
Who's
When-
we?
Me and my wife when we were in Vegas.
Oh,
We were-
really?
Yeah, we were in the Rio. And in the Rio, there's a Chippendales on the second floor. We were at this chicken joint. We look over, and you just see something was going down. Like there was security and shit, and everything was kind of just going real quick. And we're like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, you start seeing the camera crews. And then you see the producer, and she points at the side, and Vinny and Pauly D were up on the wall, and they were talking and shit. They did their thing, and they started walking by, and me and my wife were just... fucking deer in the headlights and shit, like just watching everything going by. But it was so fast and it's so produced. It's crazy. That was one of the cool things about Vegas and shit. I don't know. I just brought it back.
That reminds me, when I went to Vegas, I went to Pawn Stars. I went to the pawn
Oh
shop.
yeah, you did go to Pawn Star. I remember you telling me that.
Because I was
tell me about that.
I'm a huge fan on there. Okay, so first of all, when I walked in there, it was a big ass line. Everybody just trying to go to the show or trying to go into the pawn shop. Finally, when I get in there, it was so damn jam packed. You have to suck your gut in. You're walking sideways. That's how many people were in there, right?
Damn.
But it's not like what you see on TV. The whole showroom floor was full of racks, full of TV memorabilia, so like T-shirts of like Chum-Li and
Pawn Star, like
yeah,
their merch,
shot glasses, everything, right? And I'm just there, and I'm like, oh shit! But you can still see some of the things that were on the TV for sale, right? But then all of a sudden I'm there, and I'm like, oh shit! Let me get the cheapest thing. Let me get shot glasses, you know. So I bought a whole bunch of shot glasses with everybody's face on there, and like, first of all, nobody was there. It was like nobody from the show was actually there.
Yeah, wow.
Really?
Yeah, nobody actually works there anymore. But when I was in there, they kicked everybody out. They said, "Okay, we're about to start recording," and they kicked everybody out. And then they got rid of all the merchandise, all the memorabilias. They emptied it. They put it somewhere, and then they started recording. But they kick everybody out, and you can only show up there with an appointment. So I stood there because I'm like just trying to get a glimpse of somebody, you know.
Yeah, they were like, nope.
Couldn't see nobody.
Wow.
Yeah,
Dream
but
shattered.
It's crazy because I'm like, first of all, it was faked. Like everything is faked. Like you can't just walk in there, but like, yeah, hey, I got Mickey Mantle's rookie card over here. Nope.
Well, you know, they got to call the experts.
Yeah, and the experts already know. They're like on hand waiting because it was already set an appointment and everything like that.
They already knew what was
so
coming.
They don't have to call somebody down. There's no conversation of, I got a guy, you know, let me call him down here.
Nope.
Yeah, that's all faked.
Because you got to think they're fucking busy too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just call an expert and they just,
and
I'm going to come down to the pawn shop. Don't
the guy
worry.
from the Natural History Museum just like, yeah, you want me to? I'll be there in 5 minutes, you know, and just, nope. It's all part
I
of
was
the
figured like they were coming like a day, you know, a few days later, you know, or something.
Yeah,
guess not.
Nope, definitely not. So but it was still cool though. It was still cool to check out and be part of the history because that's historic, man. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that show. I mean, it was pretty cool to learn more about rare antiquities and see how much they were worth, and then see the.
Have you ever seen the ones where he's Saudi that he called the expert because he could have got a fucking deal?
Yeah.
And then he comes and he's like, "Fuck, it's worth 8 times more than what I was gonna give him."
Do you think they ever bought the stuff though?
Some of them, like they are.
Yeah, I think when
they know the potential and they're just like, fuck. You know,
but they don't.
Well,
most of the shit they sell automatically on like eBay. They'll sell it or they'll send it directly to an auction house. They don't keep it in the store. They flip it real quick.
Because it's gonna sit there. Who's gonna come there specifically for that? You know, you gotta flip that.
That's
shit.
true. You gotta reach a wider audience.
Yep.
You know, so could you go there and like shop in the pawn shop?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
but have
only by appointment.
Well, no, you can go shopping there at any time, as long as they're not recording, and you can buy the stuff that made it on to the show. But because it was on the show, it's actually they're asking top dollar for it, like period.
Ah, shit. Well, I guess they can mark it up since it's kind of famous now.
Yep. Because it's on the show, they're asking for top dollar. They actually they sell it for more than what they say it's worth on the show. And I only say that because I remember there was a uniform of a baseball player. I don't remember who it was, but I specifically remember watching the show, and it was actually hanging up behind the registers, and it was for sale. And I remember, I can't tell you like specifics, like how much it was, but I do remember how much it cost on the show and how much they said it was valued. And they actually were asking for more on there. Now, I don't know if they do that so you can haggle your way down to the MSRP, whatever they think it is, or they were taking advantage of the show and it being on the movie and saying, ooh, I remember that being on the show. Let me buy it. And they profit off of that. I don't know.
Profit there, yeah.
But yeah, it's weird, but mad respect for
I guess that's one way to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I guess if you can add some value to it by showing it online, then, or like on TV, then yeah, all right, go for it.
Yeah, because what's the other pawn shop show that's in Detroit? Do you know which one?
Oh, I know what you're talking about with the old Italian dude.
Yeah, with the leather jacket and everything.
Is it good? I don't think I've seen this.
It's like hood.
Oh, it's super
hood.
up
It's
hood,
hood.
and
Like,
it's so funny because
they be kicking people out of the store and stuff, and yeah, it's hood.
it's real.
Yeah,
it's more real than the actual pawn
Like,
store.
pawn
shop,
stars,
pawn
yeah.
store, yeah,
pawn shop.
pawn stores, porn shop.
But yeah, I remember it's hood as shit. Fuck, I don't even know the name of it. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I just fucking brain freeze right now and shit. But yeah, that's another good one that I always wanted to go to Detroit to go check them out.
Probably.
Yeah, we got ourselves a show today. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to catch us on our
social media. Check us out at thealmosttomorrowshow.com. You can get all our information there. Listen to the shows. We got our merch store, Linktree with all our stuff on there if it makes it easier for you to find. And we'll
catch you guys next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Thanks
See
for
you
tuning
then.
in. Peace.
You've been listening to the Almost Tomorrow Show with Jamie, Mo, and Nathan. 3 crazy sons of bitches raising hell. Hey, we hope you enjoyed the show. We know we had fun. We have to get some shut-eye, or we're going to be really hungover tomorrow. And until next time, you can hook up with us on social media. Find us on YouTube, Instagram, and on Facebook at The Almost Tomorrow Show. Till next time, don't let your meatloaf